can delete recordings or purchase more storage from your account.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. My name is Ernest Durham, and I'm the president and the CEO of the Durham Corporation. And welcome to our Boycotting Against Discrimination broadcast, and this is part 3. Now, we are a 39-year-old hair care products company. Since we've talked about how the black hair care industry generates over $500 billion annually, brothers and sisters, now it's time for us to talk about being more intentional with our spending. In other words, we have to make our dollars count. We have to intend where our money is going to go if it's going to work for us. Money has more power than each one of us individually could ever have. It can earn more money per hour than we could ever working on a job. So we've got to take this power that we have and make it work for us. Now we're going to get into that because Black America is the 12th largest economy in the world. And when I say the 12th largest economy, I'm talking about there are only 11 countries in this world, brothers and sisters, that generate as much money as Black Americans. And I'm not talking about black people all over the world. I'm just talking about here in America. There are only 12 countries. I don't care how big they are. But there are only 12 that generate more money than we do. So we are a country within a country, brothers and sisters, because of our spending power. Now, the only countries that generate more money than Black Americans are Russia, Canada, France, Mexico, Brazil, India, the United Kingdom, which includes England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, Germany, Japan, China, and the United States itself, brothers and sisters. These are the only countries that generate more money than Black America, because we have $1.2 trillion in spending power among ourselves. And most of these, well, all of these other countries that I didn't mention don't generate trillions of dollars, but Black Americans do, along with those other 11 countries that I just mentioned. So since we spend more money than any other race of people in America, and since we're constantly making American businesses rich, brothers and sisters, because we're the largest consumers in the world, keep that in mind, we spend money. And since we're making these companies rich here in this country, it's time that we talk about intending to spend our money only with businesses that speak up for us against police brutality and discrimination. Because we're their most precious asset, brothers and sisters, whether you know it or not. If you are constantly making somebody else rich, you are precious to them. But they haven't acted like it, so it's up to us to make sure that they act like it. Now, and by that I mean, unless the businesses that we make rich become our allies, brothers and sisters, and speak out for us, we'll boycott those businesses. In other words, we'll withhold our dollars from those businesses, brothers and sisters, because withholding your dollars is the language that America understands. They don't understand protesting and marching and picketing. They don't understand that kind of language. Because if they did, then we would see more changes, like police being punished when they shoot our people, when they shoot our unarmed children, they go unpunished. But if America understood the marching and the protesting, then you would see changes, brothers and sisters. Also, other fractions of America being held accountable when we're being discriminated against. And you don't see a lot of that. We're always complaining about how unfair the justice system is. But we've got an ace in the hole, brothers and sisters, and that's our spending power, and we need to understand that and start using it to benefit us. Now, another problem that I see with marching and protesting in today's society, brothers and sisters, besides putting our people in harm's way with police brutalizing them, the police shooting them with rubber bullets and using tear gas on them, brothers and sisters, we've got other people marching with our people, claiming solidarity with us, but undermining our real purposes and goals, brothers and sisters, by causing trouble, looting, burning, and instigating confrontations with the police. And this pits the law against us. So let's think about that. When you're out there on your own, just not organized really, but just protesting because you're mad about something, that opens the door for other groups of people who have their own agenda to come in and undermine what you're doing, cause all kind of trouble. So, like I said, they have their own agenda, brothers and sisters, and then since they're marching and protesting with our people, they're drawing criticism from the people who are sitting on the sidelines and don't think we have a legitimate reason to complain anyway. You know how uncaring some of these people are. If we say Black Lives Matter, they say all lives matter. So that means they're uncaring. That means that just because we're saying stop killing black people, they're saying, well, you know, white people are getting killed too, or other races of people are getting killed too. That has nothing to do with what we're doing, and these are the same people that are sitting back criticizing when other groups of people march and protest with us and start burning and destroying things and looting and robbing and just doing a lot of other instigation. So we've got different ways to address this situation. And like I said, we've got money, brothers and sisters. Among ourselves, we are the 12th largest economy in the entire world. And I don't care which country you name beside those 11 that I just named, we have more spending power than those countries. And many of those countries are all producing countries. They produce billions of dollars a year, but black Americans are in the trillions. We're at $1.2 trillion a year. So let's think about that. So besides all of this, brothers and sisters, marching and protesting is a way that we've used in the past. We've used it for years, brothers and sisters. All you have to do is look at history and you'll see that we march and we protest, but that was to ask for change. See, but on the other hand, holding on to your dollars and being more intentional with your spending is our way of demanding change. So you can ask for change or you can demand change. And you demand it by holding on to your dollars. Because that's where our power is, brothers and sisters. And the sooner we realize that, the better off we're going to be as a race of people. This is the way we're going to get these changes made. So what I'm asking you to do, brothers and sisters, is join me in my efforts to put an end to this kind of racism against black people in America by enrolling to join our organization that's called Boycotting Against Discrimination. It's B.A.D, B.A.D, Boycotting Against Discrimination. And we need you to tell as many of your friends and relatives as you know, brothers and sisters, who's been victims of, at one time or another, of racism and police brutality. And it's a lot of us out there that have been victims of this kind of abuse, brothers and sisters. But we need to reach out. We need to organize ourselves. We need to be organized, brothers and sisters, and do everything with a purpose, including spending our money with a purpose. Every dollar that we spend from here on in going forward should be with a purpose. What is that dollar going to accomplish for us? It's got to be more than just getting the goods that we want and getting a receipt for it. Your dollar is powerful, brothers and sisters. And we have the power to make the changes that are needed here in America towards our people. But we've got to do it. We've got to organize. So our goal is to organize ourselves so that no one person can be singled out and taken advantage of, like, you know, what's happened in the past. Because our strength is in numbers, brothers and sisters. We have to understand that. We've got to talk about the power that our money has and the power that we have working together. Those are two things that we have working for us once we organize and start using these most potent weapons to make the changes that are needed here in America that will benefit us, brothers and sisters. So, since the power is in numbers, brothers and sisters, if one of us or one of our members that belong to B.A.D., B-A-D, Boycotting Against Discrimination, if one of our members is victimized, then you have the entire organization, the entire B.A.D. organization behind you. And not only with our boycotting brothers and sisters, but with our administrative staff. So our boycotts will consist not of marching, protesting, and picketing, but by using electronic online boycotting, brothers and sisters, from the comfort of your own home, with emails, texting, and phone calls from our administrative staff, informing our members as to which businesses will withhold our dollars from and for how long. This is the new modern way of doing it, brothers and sisters, but you have to be organized. It's not about getting your head broke in and tear gas and out there in harm's way. You don't have to do it that way. And I'm not criticizing any way that our brothers and sisters have elected to do it. I'm just showing you all another method, a safer method. And I believe it can be more effective because we are withholding our dollars. And when you withhold your dollars, the businesses are going to fill it, brothers and sisters, and they're going to see how valuable we've been to them. Okay, so this entire organization is about black people helping themselves, brothers and sisters. And this is why we want you to tell as many of our people as you can about B.A.D's goals. And as you know, new people continue to enroll, we'll soon have enough unity and economic strength among black people to get our fair treatment that we deserve here in America. And it's just that simple, brothers and sisters. It's not always easy to unite and start working together. I understand that. But we've got to start somewhere. God has given us the answers. He's made us the 12th largest economy in the world, so we can let our money speak for us. All we need to do is start working together. Now, our administration staff are the ones who contact the police departments and businesses where our members had their rights violated, brothers and sisters, with either police brutality or discrimination of some kind, like on those jobs where positions were withheld from our members, positions that they qualify for, but they didn't get them because of their race. And if the businesses don't comply once our administration staff contacts them, we'll boycott not only that business, brothers and sisters, but their sponsors as well. All businesses basically have sponsors, brothers and sisters, and those sponsors don't want to see themselves losing money. So you've got to hit people in the pocket where we'll get some attention, is what I'm saying. So when those sponsors are hit in their pockets, they're going to speak to those businesses on our behalf, brothers and sisters. You can believe that, because we're talking about sponsors and businesses losing money. And money is the language that America understands. Now we need to understand that and start using our dollars for our benefit. Now, B.A.D. is going to also boycott businesses that don't speak up for us against hate groups, brothers and sisters. These hate groups who attack our people and they go unpunished, or if the punishment doesn't fit the crime against our members. So we're going to go after that too. There are a lot of different things in America that needs to be addressed, and we have the wherewithal to address all of these situations with our dollars, brothers and sisters, with the unity and our money. Okay, so if we're having discrimination problems from a company that has a national product, brothers and sisters, such as a soft drink company or a potato chip company, for example, then all of our B.A.D., B.A.D., Boycotting Against Discrimination members will boycott nationwide. Okay, because we're talking about national products. These products are sold nationwide. That's why it's important that you reach out to friends and relatives in other cities, because we want to do this on a national scale. We're talking about America. We're talking about our people living here in America. On a national scale, our voices need to be heard, brothers and sisters. So if it's a national business such as a department store chain or grocery store chain, then all of our members nationwide will boycott those stores. And if we have to do it for a month of losing money will get the attention of whoever owns these stores, of whoever owns these products, these companies that own these products. It'll get the attention. I'm trying to get you all to understand how much power we have that we haven't used. We're complaining and we're not getting results because I think we're going about it the wrong way, brothers and sisters. They talk about the almighty dollar. You'll see how mighty it is once you start withholding it from people who don't look out for us or speak up on our behalf. So if it's a local business, brothers and sisters, our administration staff will contact that business with our complaint and give them a chance to comply. We'll give them a chance before we boycott. So now, in the case of police brutality, B.A.D will take it a step further, brothers and sisters, by having the businesses that we spend our money with speak to the mayors in these towns, these large towns where police brutality is very prevalent. They have mayors, brothers and sisters, and these businesses are the ones who help get the mayors elected with contributions to their campaigns and with fundraisers. So they have influence with the mayors. So we'll have them, the businesses that we make rich, we'll have them speak to the mayors. And remember, the mayors are the ones who hire police chiefs. And the police officers who are doing all the brutalizing against black people out there are the ones who work for the police chiefs. So the order comes down, brothers and sisters, from the businesses to the mayors to the police chiefs to the policemen. And the order of the day is stop brutalizing black people. Because everybody's going to feel it. The businesses don't want to feel a month's worth of boycotting, believe me. So they'll speak up, but we need to be organized. When you boycott a business, you need to do it on a national level, brothers and sisters. This is why we need members. And we all have relatives in other cities and states that can get involved in this. So we can either make things happen, brothers and sisters, or we can sit back and react to things that other people make happen. So when other people make things happen, like police brutality, for example, brothers and sisters, we react by marching and protesting. When we could act first by letting these businesses know that we have an organization that intends to continue supporting them. But our dollars will be withheld, brothers and sisters, whenever there's any mistreatment against our people that they don't speak out against. So we intend on supporting these businesses, but they've got to speak out for us. One hand washes the other. We're going to support you. We're going to continue to make your business rich, but what are you going to do for us? It goes way beyond just buying a product, brothers and sisters. It goes way beyond buying their merchandise and getting a receipt. We're making people rich, and we need to be compensated for that. And right now, police brutality and discrimination is the order of the day. We need to address these things because they've gone way past bedtime. We've been dealing with these things for years, and it's just so simple to take care of these problems. But we have to be organized first. This is why I'm beseeching you all to join me in these efforts to put an end to this nonsense by organizing yourselves. Join Boycotting Against Discrimination. It's only $3 a month. It doesn't take money, brothers and sisters. It takes unity. Unity creates all the wealth that we need. We'll be able to set up administration staffs that can make the calls and speak up for you. And a little later, we can get legal teams to go in and file lawsuits and the correct paperwork when our people are mistreated and discriminated against unfairly. But right now, let's get joined. Let's reach out to our people, our friends and relatives in these cities and get them to join up. That's if you're serious about making the much needed changes for the well-being of black people here in America, brothers and sisters. Nobody's going to do this for us. We've got to take some initiative and do it ourselves. We've got to hit these people where it hurts. And that means organizing ourselves to hold on to your dollars, brothers and sisters, until our demands are met. Hold on to that almighty dollar until your demands are met, brothers and sisters. So once again, we need to reach out, and I can't stress this enough because this is what makes it work. It's not a lot of work, brothers and sisters, but we need to tell our friends and relatives around the country about this organization and what our goals are. So, and we all have friends and relatives in different cities and in different states. And encourage them to join this organization because the strength is in numbers, brothers and sisters. The more members we have, the more power we have. And this can easily be done, like I said, by you joining first and agreeing to pay your $3 a month membership dues. That's all it is. We don't need a lot of money, brothers and sisters. We need unity. And like I said, unity will create the wealth. $3 a month will create the financial situation that we need to take care of this organization and put the people on the payroll who are going to be addressing these businesses and the police departments. So invite as many friends and relatives as you can, brothers and sisters. It's only $3 a month for membership dues. And as we multiply our new members all around the country, in every major black city where police brutality is running rampant, brothers and sisters, we'll use our members to boycott businesses where we spend our money. A lot of our money, brothers and sisters, until they decide to speak up for us. See, and all BAD members will receive a BAD membership certificate that can be displayed with pride, brothers and sisters, to show that we're united with other spiritually awakened black people to end police brutality and discrimination. Now, your BAD membership certificate implies that you helped increase our membership and gives you the privilege, brothers and sisters, of having the unity of the entire BAD organization behind you if you're ever discriminated against or brutalized by the police. Because once again, if the police mistreats one of us, they're coming against our entire organization, and unity is where the power is, brothers and sisters. Every case of police brutality that you hear about is always somebody out there by themselves. No organization behind them. They're out there by themselves to fend for themselves. And even if they catch it on video camera, nothing is done about it. In a lot of cases, it's still, that crime still goes unpunished. So it's up to us to organize, brothers and sisters, and I can't stress that enough. Because the unity that will accumulate from enrolling our BAD members will also give us the voting power. Keep that in mind now. The voting power that we need to back the candidates who will give us the most from their elected office. It's more than just voting for somebody because they're Democrat or Republican, brothers and sisters. Who's going to give us the most? Who's going to make the promises to give us the most from their offices? And like I said last week, nobody's talking about reparations. That's one thing that we need. If it hadn't been for George Floyd, they wouldn't be even talking about police brutality right now. But we still have the ace in the hole, brothers and sisters, and that's our spending power. And if we don't use that, there's nothing else that we have that's going to get the attention of these people who are in power to make the changes for us. Marching and protesting is not the language that America understands. The dollar is their language, brothers and sisters. That's the language that they speak, and that's the language that we're going to have to speak to them in. A language that they understand. And another thing I want you all to understand as we finish up. The problems that many black people face are not the real problems, brothers and sisters. I don't care what we say our problems are. Those are not the real problems. Our real problem is non-unity. And when we fix that problem and start uniting and organizing ourselves and working together, all of these other so-called problems, they'll disappear by themselves. Non-unity is the problem. These other problems just spring up and we give reality to them because we haven't learned to work together. But we can get rid of those problems. You'll see how quickly they'll disappear once we organize and start spending our money where we're going to get the most from it. It's about redirecting your dollars, brothers and sisters. Let the money work for you. So let's take care of this police brutality first, brothers and sisters, because like I said, it's going way past bedtime. We've been dealing with this for years. And it's one of the easiest fixes. But we've got to organize ourselves first. That's the first thing that's got to be done. And you do that by, like I said, you joining first, and then telling as many people as you know who've been victims of police brutality and discrimination. Tell them about B.A.D, B-A-D, Boycotting Against Discrimination. Tell as many people as you know, brothers and sisters, and tell those people to tell people that you don't know, that they may know. This has to be a collective effort if we're going to make this thing work for us. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, I want you all to visit our website at www.recreatingbblackwallstreet.com and click on the B.A.D link. B.A.D is a leg of Recreating Black Wall Street. And we're talking about that boycotting against discrimination right now because, like I said, it's running rapid. A lot of this is in the news and it needs to be addressed. So it's a link on Recreating Black Wall Street. Click on the B.A.D link to fill out your B.A.D enrollment form. And it'll allow you to pay your $3 monthly dues using PayPal. And they can take it out every month with your credit card, brothers and sisters. And click on the submit button and send the form back to us. And we'll send you a B.A.D membership certificate, and you will be an honorary member. And you'll be in our database. And if you're ever discriminated against and you contact our office, our administration staff will get on the case, brothers and sisters. Something that we should have been doing years ago. Now, for you all who don't have computer skills, you can email us at WEPA, W-E-P-A. That stands for We're Empowered to Prosper in America. WEPA 4U2, that's the number 4, the letter U, the number 2 at AOL.com. And request your B.A.D enrollment form and full details on everything that boycotting against discrimination is all about. Okay, now, concerning Recreating Black Wall Street, we haven't forgotten about that, brothers and sisters. We've just kind of like put it on the back burner because of this police brutality and discrimination situation that's been in the news, but it's still about recreating Black Wall Street, and that's involves buying from and selling to each other. It's still about that. That's one of the reasons we are so powerless as a race of people, because we give our money to everybody else. But we're going to put $3 a month collectively in B.A.D. and see how much power we have. And then that'll give you an idea if we spent more money with each other and kept that money circulating among ourselves. That'll give you an idea. But I'm going to show you all what just $3 a month from each of us will do. And then we'll start buying from and selling to each other on a more permanent basis. But you need to see how much power we have just with a small amount of money, brothers and sisters, because it's all about unity. It's not about how much money you can spend. Unity creates the money. So, concerning recreating Black Wall Street, brothers and sisters, the way we're doing that is every time you purchase any product from our online marketplace, your name will be placed in our database to receive profit sharing. Whenever anyone purchases any of our products, your name will continue to move up until it comes off our list, at which time we will send you a profit sharing check. And your name will be placed back on the list, brothers and sisters, again with your next purchase, so you can start over again. So with this being said, I want to encourage you to purchase our products and tell as many people as you can about our profit sharing like opportunity. Okay? So you know what the products are. They're the cell phone stickers for this 5G radiation that these 5G towers are causing. They give you the flu-like symptoms that they're calling coronavirus. So these cell phone stickers protect you from that radiation coming through your cell phones. And many of us own these phones all day long, brothers and sisters. And many of us have children that we've given cell phones to act as babysitters for them, to keep them occupied. You need to understand how dangerous it is for those children to be on those phones, a great deal of the day. It may not show up right now, but in the future they could have problems. So let's take care of that by purchasing these cell phone stickers at $20 each to go on your cell phones, your refrigerator, your computer, your television, and anything else that you plug in around your house. That radiation is coming in, brothers and sisters. We also have bracelets that you wear when you go outside. I know a lot of people are wearing masks outside, but you want to protect yourself from the radiation. So the bracelet will do that. It's made of special stones that repel the radiation. We have pendants that you wear around your neck that you can wear instead of the bracelet that will repel the radiation. We also have car cams, video cameras, and recorders that stick onto your windshield